Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, administrators, professors, clinical instructors, and fellow technologists. My name is Nicole Winkler. I'm the director for the radiography program here at PVCC, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to join the PVCC program of radiography, class of 2019, at their pinning ceremony. This evening is about the success of our graduates and to honor their dedication and their hard work over the last 21 months. I'd like to take a moment and introduce our panel party here on stage. You all know our graduates. First, I would like to recognize Dr. Frank Friedman, our college president. Dr. John Donnelly, our vice president for instruction and student services. Dr. Jean Chappell, our Dean of Health and Life Sciences. Mrs. Stephanie Gentry Reynolds, our program's clinical coordinator. Ms. Stacy Whittington, our coordinator for advanced imaging programs in CT, MRI, and mammography. Dr. Pat Keats, who named our science building with her generous donation to the program of radiography here at PVCC. The family of Mr. Jeffrey Scott Dewey, Mrs. Kara Pike, Jeff's sister. Mr. Matt Dewey, Jeff's brother. They will both be presenting the award for the Jeffrey Scott Dewey Memorial Scholarship to a rising second-year student. Ms. Lynn Rogers, Jeff's aunt. Ms. Elise Walsh, our program's clinical compliance coordinator, who works very hard. She works behind the scenes to help all of our students make sure that they have clinical compliance. Ms. Sylvia Dowell, who represents the PVCC Alumni Foundation, who will be offering our graduates lifetime memberships. At this time, I'd also like to recognize all staff technologists and clinical instructors that are here tonight. Please stand and be recognized for all of the hard work that you do with our students every day. If you are here, please rise and be recognized. Please welcome to the podium the president of our college, Frank Friedman, who will offer our welcoming remarks.
Well, thank you, Nicole. I just want to add my welcome on behalf of the College Board, our faculty, staff, and students. It's great to see this many family and friends here to support these 15 graduates. You know, we've been doing the radiography program here now for 8 years, and with these 15 graduates tonight, we're now up to about 130 professionals that have graduated our program and are working, and many of them are right here in Central Virginia, thank goodness, because as one who has been a patient of some of our graduates, I know we get really great care when we go in and see them. I'm just going to do a quick message to our graduates. You know, I've always thought that life is really about choices. And I want to salute each of you for the choice you made a few years ago to continue your education and to enter this program. That was probably a difficult choice, wasn't it? You had to ask yourself, do I have the time? Do I have the money? What's the impact going to be on my family? Is it worth the time, the money, the effort that I'm going to put into it? It took a lot of courage to make that choice in your life to enter the program. But thanks to that choice, you're now in the position to reap the benefits. You're about to be pinned tonight, you'll graduate in a couple of days, and you're prepared for what should be a tremendous job, a tremendous career, and all the benefits that go with that. I just want to also recognize that besides those extrinsic benefits, there are intrinsic benefits. You can hold your head up high. you can say to yourself, I did it. I did it. And that means a lot in your self-esteem, in your confidence, and the way you go out and deal with the world. So to families, friends, graduates, congratulations. I hope that all the time and the effort and the money has been well worth it. I hope your answer to that is yes. And I wish you all the good luck in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Frank. I'd also like to welcome to the podium our Dean of Health and Life Sciences, Dr. Jean Chappell, who will also offer congratulations to our graduates.
Thank you, Nicole. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Division of Health and Life Sciences, I too would like to welcome you to the 2019 radiography pinning ceremony. This is truly a day of celebration. I mean, pinning today, and in a few short days, go through commencement down at John Paul Jones Arena, honoring the end of your journey. In preparing for this presentation, I thought back about the last 36 years or so since I graduated with my undergraduate degree. I know it's a lifetime. It literally is a lifetime. The world has changed a little bit. You know, land phones became cell phones. Radios to boom boxes became iPads, then cell phones. LPs, records became 8-tracks, for those who remember those, and then CDs, and then cell phones. And then typewriters became computers, became laptops, tablets, and then cell phones. Things have changed, but there are some things that haven't changed, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about today. These are the constants which will assure your success as you travel through your next 36 years. These are the importance of building a strong character, the importance of being committed to high ideals and excellent work ethics, and the importance of being part of a caring community. When asked about the trials and tribulations of inventing the light bulb, Edison said, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." None of us is perfect, and no one fails, truly, if he has learned from his mistakes. Don't dwell on your failures, but thrive on your successes. It's not how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. The challenges you face today have created a character that is strong, confident, and well prepared to meet the opportunities that you'll encounter over the next 36 years. These challenges have prepared you to meet whatever you encounter with the courage and the determination that forged who you are today. Be committed to high ideals and work ethics. As a graduate of the radiography program, it's clear you not only have high expectations for yourselves, but you meet those head on. For the standards you have set for yourselves are the standards by which others have judged you and will continue to judge you. Set that bar high. Make the commitment to raise yourself to those standards, those high standards that you set for yourselves. And lastly, the importance of being part of a caring community can't be overemphasized. According to the Department of Labor, there are over 16 million healthcare-related employees in the United States. Healthcare is a service occupation. We go into healthcare because we want to help and we want to serve people, individuals or as a community. These many changes, the many small changes each of us make can make great things happen. There's an African saying that goes something like this: many small people in many small places doing small things can make great changes. Well, Charlottesville is a bit small, but our graduates are not small people, and the work that they do on behalf of our patients can never be considered insignificant. However, each of our graduates, each of you, have the opportunity to add your energy and your spirit to all the other healthcare workers in our community and make great things happen right here in Charlottesville, right here for us. As you move from students to working professionals, reflect on how you can make one small change to the world, our community, or just your workplace, just your neighborhood. As healthcare professionals, we already know that the truth of what Albert Einstein said over 70 years ago, only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Congratulations again on the end of your journey and the beginning of your next. And most of all, thank you for letting us be a part of that journey.
Thank you, Dr. Chappell. Now I would like to recognize the NALI Scholarship recipients. And for those of you who do not know, Ms. NALI started the program of radiography at UVA Medical Center back in the 1940s. She was a beacon of steadfast dedication to this program and its students. Upon her retirement, former students of the program started this scholarship program through the UVA Medical Alumni Foundation. The scholarship offers students who express financial need and who have kept a academically stellar average in the program, both clinically and didactically. They have the opportunity to receive funds to help them each year as that they're enrolled in the program. So please join me in welcoming to the stage the following students who are this year's Elizabeth and Nally Scholarship Award recipients. The funds have already been distributed to the students, but I'd like to recognize them on stage today. When I call your names, students, please come to the stage and be recognized. I'll start with the first-year students, rising second-year students, and I ask that you all remain on stage together until all names have been called. For the first-year students, Jonna Ferrero, Alyssa Finley, Amber Goodman, Gregory Musco, Kim Nicklow, and Ashley Obenchain. For the second-year class of students, Kirsten Allen, Sydney Brill, Lindsay Diedrich, Alyssa Fravel, Logan Humphreys, Tyler Johnson, Jessica Mallory, Sierra Southers, and Leah Swanson. Congratulations to this year's Elizabeth Nally Scholarship recipients. You all may take your seats. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment also to recognize on stage two of our graduating students who each received a Keats Award of Excellence for maintaining the highest clinical and highest academic averages in the first year of this program. These awards are set up so that a student can only win this award once, because as my dear friend, Dr. Pat Keats said, we like to spread the love. Graduates, please stand and be recognized when your name is called. In 2018, Ms. Ashley Wilt was awarded the Keats Academic Award of Excellence. And in 2018, Ms. Sydney Brill was awarded the Clinical Award of Excellence. Congratulations to these two remarkable graduates. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Pat Keats and Ms. Stephanie Gentry Reynolds, who will be joining me in presenting the Keats Awards for Academic and Clinical Excellence for 2019.
So this first-year class recipient for clinical excellence is a quick learner and highly motivated to perform well in the clinic. As we all know, teachers have high expectations for their students, but this former teacher has even higher expectations for herself. This student is enthusiastic about learning and willing to accept constructive criticism to improve her technical skills. The combination of her calm and gentle manner with patience and her drive to advance her methods for patient positioning make her an excellent fit for the field of radiography.
Please help me to congratulate the recipient of the Keats Award for Clinical Excellence for the first-year class, to Carolyn Walker.
This second-year class recipient for clinical excellence sets the highest expectations for herself in the clinical setting, whether it be putting off her lunch break to complete her competencies or going case to case to learn all that she can. This soon-to-be graduate consistently goes above and beyond the call of duty. I remember several technologists in one of our clinical sites stating that having her there was like having their sixth technologist. That is quite a compliment for a student during their fourth semester. This student's strong work ethic, her advanced technical skills, and her willingness to always be a member of the team will make her a tremendous asset wherever she works in radiology.
Again, please help me to congratulate the recipient of the Keats Award for Clinical Excellence from the second-year class, to Jessica Mallory. Whoops. Am I done? Now it's me and you.
Me and you.
The two of us.
All right. All right, let's see. This is us. I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm not sure.
The first-year recipient for the Keats Award for Academic Excellence is a student who, when he sets his mind to task, he explores every avenue to reach his goal and faces every challenge with determination and passion. He is courageous, he is fearless, both intellectually and visually. His intellectual strength, however, is balanced with a gentleness which is admired by his peers and the faculty. And his genuine enthusiasm for life makes him a leader in and outside the classroom.
Please help me to congratulate the recipient of the Keats Award for Academic Excellence to the first-year class of radiography, to Mr. Andrew Overton.
I think he was very surprised. All right.
Didn't you know we were talking about?
The recipient, thank you. The recipient of the Keats Academic Award for the graduating class for the last 2 years has engaged in advanced physics concepts with vision and critical thinking. He has written extraordinary pathology papers. He works with assurance, balanced with curiosity, towards clear goals in the clinic and the classroom. He has also been an organized and effective leader and was voted by his peers as the class representative for his graduating class.
Please help me to congratulate, this is apparently no surprise, for the Keats Award in Academic Excellence from the graduating class, to Mr. Logan Humphreys.
so I'm going to call you back up for pinning. Thank you, Dr. Keats. Now it is my privilege to welcome to the stage the family of Jeffrey Scott Dewey, Mrs. Kara Pike, Mr. Matt Dewey, and Ms. Lynn Rogers.
Thank you to the faculty for being here tonight and to the graduates and their support circles for attending tonight. My name is Kara Pike, and I'm here to present the Jeffrey Scott Dewey Memorial Scholarship to a student who has shown exceptional merit in the past year. I'm Jeff's sister, and I'm joined today by our mother, Barbara, our aunts Lynn and Kathy, my brother Matt, and his son Jasper, and my husband Tom, and our children Elena and Miles. We look forward to making this trip every year from our respective states of North Carolina and Michigan to not only honor Jeff's memory, but to celebrate the accomplishments of those studying the same field that piqued his interest after he completed his 4-year degree in Michigan. Jeff made so many friends during his time in Charlottesville, and this area grew to be home to him as it feels to us every time we visit. Though you may travel the world through your studies and employment, I hope that you look back on this time together and smile at the memories you shared with this group of colleagues and friends. We are proud to join you once again this year for the pinning ceremony and celebration of all your hard work over the course of the past 2 years. Jeff was honored to have received the Nally Scholarship during his time at UVA and had a passion for the profession, both in terms of his clinical work and his academics. The humor, excitement, and caring nature that Jeff shared with the world in his 28 years with us stays with me, and we love nothing more than to celebrate those who share the same passion in their lives. This scholarship is presented to someone who emulates the strengths Jeff showed during his time in this program, particularly for patient care. Before we award the scholarship, we'd like to thank those who helped to make this moment happen. Thank you to Nicole and her colleagues for their time and effort with the students in the program and for administering the scholarship fund based on the criteria we followed for the past 9 years of presenting this award. In addition, we would like to congratulate Nicole on not only working toward her PhD in curriculum instruction and teaching, but maintaining a spot on the board of directors of the Virginia Society for Radiological Technology. Lastly, we would like to put the spotlight on last year's recipient, Logan Humphreys. Logan was recently hired as a UVA student intern working alongside the staff technologists on evenings and weekends. Additionally, he was recently accepted to a postgraduate school in nuclear medicine in North Carolina. He plans to move down there at the end of the summer to begin his postgraduate training. Congratulations, Logan. This year's recipient is described as friendly, outgoing, and helpful. He has shown a high level of initiative and eagerness to crush any exam, as well as being a pleasure to work with for his fellow students and the staff. He shows an exceptional level of professionalism and enthusiasm. His professors boast that he is always highly motivated to learn and continues to impress in a clinical setting. Please join me in celebrating this year's recipient as he accepts the plaque and the $3,000 Jeffrey Scott Dewey Memorial Scholarship Award for use towards his tuition in his final year at PVCC. Congratulations, Joseph Cady. The plaque reads as follows: representing clinical excellence and leadership through energetic compassion for education and patient care in radiography. Congratulations to all of you today. We wish you all the best in the years to come and look forward to seeing you all again next spring.
Thank you, Kara, Matt, and Aunt Lynn. It is tradition every year to have our class representative offer farewell wishes to their graduating class and to say a few words in farewell. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Logan Henderson, our graduating class student representative. Logan Henderson. I don't even know where that came from. Sorry. I think they were just recognizing you too much. I had to bring you down a little bit. Okay. Logan Humphreys.
I hope it's right. Just when you call my name, remember Humphreys.
I am not calling your name, thankfully, it's Stephanie.
All right. Good evening to the faculty of Piedmont, our friends and family, and the technologists who have come out to show their support. It's hard to believe that the day of our pinning ceremony has finally arrived. I remember at the start of the program, we were given a handful of important dates and milestones that we would encounter towards the end of the program. 2 years later, and here we are, receiving our pins and preparing to take our registry exam. These past 2 years have flown by, and I don't think any of us were fully prepared for the experiences that we would have. We have gotten so close, some of us literally doing everything together. We opened up every aspect of our lives to each other. We shared our friends and families and became a part of each other's lives, and even gained some family members along the way. Shout out to Alex and Tyler. This program has provided us with some lifelong friendships and has provided us with one of the best support systems you can find in a program like this. The reason I say that we have become a family is because we are there for each other in every aspect of our lives. Whether it was opening up your apartment twice a week because we didn't get off work until midnight and then staying up until 2:30 because we had a test the next day, or giving someone a ride because their car broke down. Unfortunately for our class, this seemed to be a common occurrence. It maybe had something to do with After Mountain, but I could be wrong. Or if it was hanging outside of class just to do something fun and take our minds off of school. No matter what we were and were going through in our lives, our classmates were right there alongside us and supporting us as we overcame those obstacles. The memories that we have made during this program will stick with us forever. I'll never forget the first group event that we had after our first week of clinic. We met for lunch to talk about how our first week in the clinical setting went. We talked about how long of a week it was, but also the cool things that we saw and how excited we were to finally be in the clinic. Looking back, I find it funny that we thought a 2-day clinic week until 120 was what we considered long, because little did we know that the summer semester consisted of 3 days in clinic until 4:45. To our families and friends, thank you for all of your support throughout the past 2 years. We truly couldn't be on this stage if it wasn't for you. In the past semester alone, we have taken 37 quizzes and tests and have taken and passed our college board exam. If you can make it through this, we can conquer anything. We have stressed and studied, and we can honestly say that we have survived the hurricane. To our families and friends, it's safe to come out from the shelter because you have survived the storm that has surrounded us. The days of having to deal with our stressed out minds are finally over. All this stress has paid off and helped us grow and prepare us for the next tasks at hand. Whether the next adventure is going back to school and continuing your education or finding a job and working as a registered technologist. We couldn't have picked a better career path to be going into because we will always be able to find a job and always have an opportunity for growth. I often think about something that one of the technologists told me. She said that the thing she loves most about X-ray and radiology is that she enjoys being in a career that has no ceiling and always having an opportunity for growth. Whether you want to stay in X-ray, move up to management, or go back to school and specialize in modality. This was something that has always stuck with me because in this field, the only thing stopping you from growing is you. As we take our board exam and prepare to settle into a career, my wish for us is that we never stop learning and never lose that drive of wanting to expand our knowledge of the field that we love, and for us to remember that this is a field that is always growing and that there is more than one way to get that end result. I'm excited to see where these next couple of years lands us as some of us decide to go back to school and specialize in mammo, MRI, interventional radiology, and nuclear medicine. Lindsay. Or some of us decide to stay local or travel outside of Virginia and make a difference as a registered technologist. We have been given the skills, and now it's up to us to make a difference. To my radiography family, I know that I wouldn't have been able to make it through this program without your support. Congratulations to all of us because we did it. We are done. Thank you for everyone who came out this evening to show your support for each of us. Sorry about that. So over the past 2 years, we have been to probably 11 or 12 clinical sites. We've worked with many technologists to help us and guide us and teach us and make sure that we can possibly be the best technologists that we can become. And as a class, we come together and kind of take a vote on those techs. And this year, we voted for Mary Choquette as our Tech of the Year. Unfortunately, Mary is not here. She is working an overtime shift at the hospital today. She works at UVA, and we want to thank her for all of her support and guidance that she's given us over these past 2 years.
In addition to Tech of the Year, we also voted on a clinical instructor who we felt did more than just help and encourage us throughout the past 2 years. It is my absolute honor to present this award to my man, Mr. Tony Wingfield.
Thank you, Logan Humphreys, not Henderson. I really don't know where that came from. So at this time, the graduating class would like to share with you their graduation video presentation. And this highlights the many experiences that they have shared throughout their time together in the program. And it shows a lot of pictures of them in the clinical sites, working with the clinical instructors that they have worked with for the last 21 months. It's very nice. So I'll ask the entire stage party and graduates to please exit the stage and find a seat in the first row of the theater so that you may also enjoy the video.
Tried to cut these corners, tried to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up, and you make it round, but get up now, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down. top of the world, hey. Waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to be heard. I've been waiting this long, to hold me there for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Dreaming of destiny high. I'm on top of the world. I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. The stars were burning so bright. The sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Everything is looking up, everybody up now. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Graduates, every year, as Stephanie and I fondly reflect on the time that we've spent with you, I feel compelled to give you some final piece of advice. And since you're stuck here in your seats and you can't really go anywhere, I figured I might as well do that anyway, right? Stephanie, would you join me? All right, this year, we felt more compelled to share some truths, albeit funny truths that you can always recognize in an X-ray technologist. So if you will, I have come up with the top 10 reasons why you may be an X-ray tech if. Number 10, you may be an X-ray tech if you wash your hands before going to the bathroom. As an X-ray tech, we must wash our hands before and after every patient encounter. And on occasion, this rolls over to our home life, which is why our hands often look like dry, wrinkled raisins unless we own and use lots of lotion. Number 9, you may be an X-ray tech if you believe a roll of tape can fix any problem. Our tape is our greatest treasure. It can hold an unsteady patient's hand in place, an X-ray cassette in place, and occasionally can be used to place over the mouth of a screaming child. I'm just kidding, we would never do that. Number 8, you may be an X-ray tech if it's normal to tell a parent that it's actually better if your baby cries. Because in order to get a really good X-ray of a baby's lungs, you have to take in a big, deep breath. And as many of you know, babies do not follow directions. So when they cry, they often naturally breathe deeper. And so that allows us to snap that X-ray when the lungs are full of air. And number 7, you may be an X-ray tech if you know that beauty isn't only skin deep. So in fact, it's very common to hear one of your colleagues say something like, nice femur, after you take a picture, like X-ray. Number 6, you may be an X-ray tech if you think any job where you drive to work in blue pajamas is cool. Let's face it, perhaps X-ray scrubs may not be the most fashionable, but comfortable. Yes, they are very comfortable. 5, you may be an X-ray tech if you do your best work in the dark. And it's much easier to look at an X-ray when you're in a room with low lighting, and this is especially true for those of us who are or have worked with plain film and have developed X-rays in a dark room. Number 4, and this is appropriate, although it's going to sound inappropriate. You may be an X-ray tech if it's totally appropriate to say, okay, we're done here, you can pull your pants up now. Not only is this appropriate, but it's impossible to see anything inside of an X-ray when a belt and buckle is in the way of the anatomy. So it really is something we might be caught saying every day. Number 3, you may be an X-ray tech if you ask more than one person a day if there's a chance that they could be pregnant, right? But when we ask this question, sometimes patients answer it with things we really didn't want to know, like, girl, heck no, or I've had a hysterectomy. A simple no is fine, really. Number 2, you may be an X-ray tech if you ask somebody to put their left side against the X-ray board and immediately you have to say, your other left. Yeah. It's true, when you're having an X-ray, you completely forget your left from your right side every single time. Number 1, this is my favorite one. You may be an X-ray tech if you've ever had a patient with a nose ring, a belly ring, 5 earrings, a tattoo, tell you they're afraid of needles. Yeah. And I don't even have anything clever to add to that one. Nothing. So as you guys enter your new career with eager excitement, I challenge you to believe in one another, to support the students in the future of this profession that will soon be looking up to you as their X-ray technologist in practice. Instill into them what you would like this profession to become. And remember, if you want to make a change, you have to initiate it. Stephanie, is there anything you would like to add?
Well, I just say that I can't wait for you to take my X-ray. Anyway, I'm so excited for all of you. I can't wait to see where you're heading, and I hope you'll report back and let us know all about it.
Yes,
So, thank you for letting us be a part of it.
Congratulations. You should each be very proud of yourselves. Each of the graduates has written a dedication that will be read as they come up to receive their pins. And before I ask each of you to come up and congratulate you on your graduation from this program, I'd like to end with a sweet gift that comes from our very own Dr. Pat Keats. As part of her gift to this program, and she has personally decided to ensure that each one of you receives a radiography pin to serve as a reminder of your hard work and dedication and the quality of excellence that this program and PVCC stand for. So I'd like to ask Dr. Friedman to come up to congratulate our students as the names are called. I'm going to have you stand right at the end of the table there. Ms. Stephanie Gentry Reynolds will read the names and dedications of our graduates. Dr. Pat Keats will join me to present each student with their pin, which she so graciously provided. Ms. Elise Walsh and Ms. Sylvia Dowell to please come up to the front to congratulate our students with an alumni gift. Perfect.
Okay. Kirsten Lynn Allen. So I want to thank my mom for putting me through college and supporting me always. None of this would have been possible without you. I thank my fiance Austin for being supportive and patient for the last 2 years. Finally, I would like to thank my classmates for becoming my second family. Sydney Page Brill. I would like to thank my friends and family for supporting me through this journey, but most importantly, I would like to thank the family I've gained sitting beside me. This process would not have been possible without you. Lindsay Michelle Diedrich. I just want to thank my family for being so supportive the last 2 years, especially my X-ray family. I would not have made it through this program without you guys. I love all of you so much. Alyssa Kathleen Fravel. I would like to thank all of my family and friends for their support and encouragement throughout the program. I truly could not have done this without all of you. To my fellow classmates, congratulations, and may we all have a great journey ahead of us. Logan Thomas Humphreys. To my mom and dad, thank you for your continued support and guidance throughout my education and the various paths that I have chosen. To my aunts and uncles, thank you for all the support and cheering on that you have provided during my time in this program. Without your support, I wouldn't have made it where I am today. Tyler Johnson. I would like to thank my parents and family for supporting me through this program and helping me with everything. I would also like to thank Bailey and all my friends for putting up with me through these stressful last 5 semesters. Lastly, I would like to thank all the techs for all of their help and guidance throughout our time in this program. Jessica Mallory. I would like to thank my grandmother for supporting me and doing anything possible to help me, my mother for always being my rock and role model, and my husband for loving and supporting me through all the struggles these last 2 years. Stephanie Milhone. 9/10 of education is encouragement. Anatole, France. Many thanks to amazing instructors, techs, classmates, and friends for encouraging me through this adventure and into mammography. Endless gratitude to my loving, patiently supportive family. Finally, deep thanks to God as hardest program moments were survived remembering this promise. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Thank you for being part of that. It's my pleasure. Alyssa Ricard. I would like to thank my family for making this degree possible, my mom, dad, and sister for always being a phone call away, and all my classmates for being my family away from home for the last 2 years. Lawrence Roach. To my amazing husband, Adam, thank you for your love, support, and encouragement. I couldn't have survived this without you. Mom, Dad, and Brittany, I love you, and thanks for always being there. To my classmates, it's been a long road of late nights and earlier mornings, but we finally made it. I wish you all of the best, and know you will all hold a special place in my heart. Kirsten, you're my fave. Irvin Santiago. First and foremost, I would like to thank my kids, Virginia, Tate, and James, and my wife, Laura, for supporting me these past 2 years. You four sacrificed the most. I would also like to thank my classmates for their friendship and for the memories we have made together. Paul Smith. I want to thank my family for all their support through the program. I also would like to thank all my classmates for the help and fun times in X-ray school. Congratulations. Thank you, my dear. Sierra Renee Ariana Southers. Hey, it's your boy Sierra, and I want to thank my mom for being the biggest support throughout my years of life and putting up with my many emotional outbursts. I'd like to thank my family for sticking by me while I was in school for what feels like 800 years. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my friends for helping me de-stress and have a good laugh so I didn't lose my absolute mind. Leah Gabrielle Swanson. To my mom and dad, it is impossible to thank you enough for the endless love, support, and encouragement you have always given me. There's no way I would have made it without you. I love you both more than anything. Ashley Nicole Wilt. I would like to thank my fiance, Tyler, for always believing in me and constantly supporting me in everything I do. I would also like to thank my cat, Pumpkin, for laying on my textbooks to remind me when it was time to take a study break.
We do have a couple of recognitions, special recognitions. The graduating class of 2019 would like to extend a token of appreciation to the following individuals. Dr. Pat Keats, whose generous donation to our program has helped so many deserving students receive rewards for achieving the highest of merits. The class of 2019 wish to recognize your generosity with a gift. Ashley and Sydney, would you please come up and help me present Dr. Keats with a special token for all she does? The family of Mr. Jeffrey Scott Dewey, who travel up from the Carolinas and down from Michigan every year to attend the pinning ceremony of our graduates and to present a special Memorial Scholarship Award honoring the memory of Jeff, whose outstanding patient care skills in radiography will forever be remembered. Logan, will you please come up and help me present the Dewey family with a special token of appreciation? Dr. Jean Chappell, our graduating class, would like to take a quick moment also to recognize the hard work that you do behind the scenes to ensure the success of our students in all the competitive allied health programs. Stephanie Milhone, will you please help me present Dr. Chappell with a special token? And lastly, but certainly not least, we'd like to thank Ms. Elise Walsh for the hours of time that she spends behind the scenes ensuring that our students are up to date in their clinical compliance requirements. Stephanie and Stacy, would you please come up and help me present Elise with a special token of appreciation? At this time, I would like to ask our Vice President, Dr. John Donnelly, to please come and offer closing remarks.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, class of 2019. I remember seeing many of you 2 years ago, I think, at the start, maybe at a picnic or something, and you all look scared to death. You look much better tonight. I do want to give you my congratulations, but I know I'm the only one that's standing between you and cake and punch and pictures and hugs and all of that, so I'm going to make my remarks short. So students, not quite graduates yet, but students, this is the last time any of us here at PVCC can tell you what to do. So I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you my 10 little rules, and a lot of people have said a lot to you tonight, but I think these are good 10 little rules to follow. I gave this speech a few years ago to another radiography class, but I think they're still relevant today, and I give them to you for your future. The first little rule that I have is start the day by making your bed. Many people have said that if you make your bed the first thing in the morning, you've accomplished something, which then sets the tone for the day. If you have a bad day, you'll come home and at least you'll have one success. Seems simple, right? But I never believed it when I was a young adult. But as I grew older and started making my bed, I found this to be really good advice and a great start to the day. Second, make a positive change in the world. Help people believe in themselves and help them achieve their goals. Each one of you had one or more people do that for you, so do it for others. Become a leader, get involved, and be proactive. Be a problem solver, not a problem identifier. At the end of the day, people are remembered more for what they contributed to this world than what they identified right or wrong about it. Third, keep in touch with your classmates sitting on the stage. You have seen your fellow students at your worst and at your best, yet tonight many of you will go your separate ways. You will start that perfect job or enroll in that advanced training program. Some of you will leave the area, some of you will get married, some of you will have children. You will not see or talk to each other as much as you did these last 2 years. The ties that bind will loosen. Yet one thing that will connect you is this program here and your experience in it. Don't forget that and keep in touch with each other. Fourth, ask for help. Many of us are resistant to ask for help, even if that help is an arm's reach away. If you don't succeed in something or get disappointing results, don't make excuses. Ask or search out help, fix the issue, and move forward. It's as simple as that. And for the men in the class, teach yourself to ask for help and directions when you're lost. I know it's hard, and we really think we know where we're going, but we really don't. Fifth, advocate for yourself. When advocating for yourself, you must balance between asking for what you need while respecting the needs of others. If you specifically ask and directly ask for what you need, you just might get it. If you get no for an answer, reflect, think about how to better approach the situation, and ask again. If you hit a brick wall, find a productive way around it, find a productive way over it, or knock it down. Advocating for yourself reaps more benefits than you might think. Sixth, spend time with people who give you energy. You have heard people say there's not enough time in the day or life is too short. Well, those people are right. Find and surround yourself with people in this world who give you positive energy. who rejuvenate you and who help you do your best work. Avoid those who zap your energy and leave you exhausted. There is truly not enough time in the day for negativity, and life is indeed too short. Seventh, mind your own business. I am convinced that people who are unable to mind their own business are just miserable. Yet, it's human nature for us to pass judgment on our family, our friends, our spouses, significant others. I recently just read that if everyone just stopped offering their outlook on things and waited for it to be requested, there would be a whole lot less drama in this world. We all have enough of our own business to mind, to worry about other business, so mind your own. Eighth, be nice to each other and the people you meet on the street. This one is easy. Kindness feels good. It broadens our perspective. It brightens the world, and it helps people feel respected and less alone. Kindness makes people want to be around you, and kindness results in more kindness, and we sure need more kindness. Ninth, take advantage of your new degree and soon-to-be license. You are now at a place in your experience and credentials that will make you very valuable in the marketplace. You have gained skills and credentials that most people do not have. Use that to your advantage. Go after that position you think you can't get, or apply to that advanced educational program you think you can't get into. The knowledge, skills, and abilities you gain from this program will take you farther than you might think. And last and finally, give back, especially to PVCC. If you want to start this one immediately, I'm available, and I see Harry Stillerman in the audience as well. We are available to take checks at the conclusion of the program. But seriously, though, when the time comes, return the generosity that was given to you. Give your time, give your money, give your energy to those who need it most. The law of karma says that every positive deed generates merit and will result in a positive return. And it goes on to say that if you give financially to PVCC, you get 200% more positive returns than giving anyone else, but it's not really true. All right, enough. Well, you did it. You're finished. I bet it feels really good. Now it's time to relax. You certainly deserve it. I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday, dressed in your academic regalia. I look forward to calling your name as you walk across the stage to receive your diploma. Congratulations. Best wishes to each of you and to the class of 2019.
Thank you, John. I'd like to thank each of you for coming to support our graduates this evening. We appreciate all of your dedication to their success. We'd like to invite you all to come to a reception that has been set up just outside the theater following the ceremony. We have cake and punch, and you follow the stairs up and around the sides and to the back. Congratulations, graduates. We will miss you, and we wish you every good thing for your futures.